If you think of sometimes a 2 by 2 or, the little XY graph is a simple way to explain something. If you think of a bell curve and across the bottom, you have tension or conflict. And on the Y axis, you have performance. That is how we map out conflict relative to performance. If you have too much conflict, you're fully polarized, toxic behavior, people are no longer thinking straight. They are in fight or flight, right? They've activated their amygdala, their prefrontal cortex shuts down, and they are in defensive mode, posture, finger pointing. It's no longer fun. It's no longer productive. At the other end of the spectrum, where there's no conflict, there's no stress in the system, people are bored. People aren't even showing up. They have what we call artificial harmony, right? It's just, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to show up to the meeting and call it in. I'm just clicking off my to-dos. In the middle, where there's a little bit of heat in the room and the leader is able to kind of get people engaged and say like, hey, well, what do you think? Well, he said that. What do you think? But the leader is kind of creating an environment of safety that allows for rigorous debate. That rigorous debate builds trust. It allows people to take risks, right? When people come in with a bad idea, the leader says like, that's not the direction we're going to go, but I appreciate the insight. I appreciate you taking the risk. Let's go with Sally over here. That is what creates the heat in the room. And it also demonstrates for people, this is the kind of behavior that we should be engaging in, even when the leader's not in the room. So that's how you create scale as well around constructive conflict. When the leader is modeling it, honoring a risk, saying to someone, I'm glad you ran that experiment. I'm glad it failed. You failed fabulously. Wow, we lost a couple $1,000s, but what did we learn? Modeling that behavior is then replicated throughout the business.